Hi everyone and welcome to our group interview video. Today we're going to talk about something serious and still very relevant to our daily life, especially violence. First, let's us introduce our group members. My name is Nadia Aulia Rahmaniza.
My name is Nasaduna Nabila, but you can call me Caca.
My name is Siti Nur Nazratu Zulfa, usually called by Zulfa.
Whether it's physical, emotional, or even digital, violence affects people in many different ways. So, in this discussion, we will try to explore different aspects of violence and reflect on how it impacts society and individuals. Okay, let's start with a simple but important question, guys. And sometimes we hear the word violence through around in different contexts, like news, social media, even daily conversation. But how we interpret it can be very personal. So, what comes to your mind when you hear the word violence? You can explain or answer it to me.
Okay, I guess violence can be subtle, like manipulation, gaslighting, or verbal abuse, and still leave lasting scars. It makes me think of injustice, fear, and silence, especially how victims often don't get support they need. To me, violence represents a breakdown in empathy and communication where power is used to control, not to protect.
When I hear the word violence, I immediately think of pain, not just physical pain, but also emotional suffering. It reminds me of situations where people are treated unfairly or hurt by others, either through words or actions. Violence isn't always about fighting or war. It can also be silent, like when someone is bullied in online or constantly put down by others. For me, violence is anything that takes away someone's sense of safety or dignity.
Okay, so it was really an honest answer from all of my friends. Now I want to ask. From our personal point of view, I think it's important to look at what is happening around us. Violence isn't just a theory, we actually see it, hear about it, or even witness it in real life or online. So, can you give some examples of violence happening around us now in real life or even media?
Yes, unfortunately, there are a lot of examples. Recently in Indonesia, we saw how peaceful protests sometimes turn into violent clashes with the police. People get hurt, tear gas is used, and things escalated quickly. On the other hand, when we look at international news like the situation in Palestine, it's heartbreaking to see the violence there. Homes destroyed, civilians killed, including women and children, and even online we see hate speech, doxing, and cyberbullying, which are also forms of violence that people often overlook.
Violence can occur in many places, including our surroundings and the media. For example, include domestic violence, often reported in the news, bullying at school or on social media, and student browse. But additionally, many television shows and internet content display physical or verbal violence.
These examples are very real and sadly too common. It makes me wonder why people still choose violence as a way to handle their problems. There must be certain reason or situation that push them toward it. So why do you guys think some people choose violence to solve the problems?
Some people choose violence because they feel it's the only way to express their emotion or resolve conflict. Factors like emotional pressure, negative environmental influence, past experience, or lack of education can lead someone to resort to violence rather than peaceful communication. It's true that people often don't think about the long-term effects of their actions, but for the victims especially, the impact can go far beyond physical injuries. It can leave emotional scars that last a lifetime. And how does violence affect the mental health of its victims, guys? I want Chacha to answer the question.
Violence can really damage a person's mental health. Victims often carry the trauma with them long after the violence stopped. It can lead to anxiety, depression, PTSD, and a constant feeling of fear or insecurity. For example, someone who has experienced domestic abuse may find it hard to trust others again or may isolate themselves from friends and family. Even witnessing violence, like seeing a bombing on the news, can cause stress or emotional numbness. Mental wounds aren't always visible, but they are just as serious.
Okay, for the next question, sometimes damage made worse by harmful beliefs in society like gender stereotypes. These stereotypes often put pressure on people to act a certain way, and sometimes that pressure leads to violence or justifies it. And my question is, how do gender stereotypes relate to violence? I want Nadia to answer it.
Okay, gender stereotypes such as the belief that men must always be strong and emotionless can lead to aggressive behavior. On the other hand, women are often seen as weak or passive, which makes them more vulnerable to becoming victims of violence. These stereotypes create inequality and increase the risk of gender-based violence.
Speaking of violence, in this digital era, we actually have powerful tools in our hands, especially social media. Instead of spreading hate or negativity, we can use this platform for positive change. How can social media be used to raise awareness about violence? I want to this question answered by Zulfa.
Okay, so social media is a double-edged sword. It can spread hate but also amplify voices for change. It gives victims a platform to share their stories and find solidarity, which can be incredibly powerful. Campaigns, educational posts, infographics, and even viral hashtags can help break the silence and educate people about what violence looks like, how to prevent it, and how to support victims. But it's really important that this content is handled responsibly, with empathy, accuracy, and a focus on real impact, not just click or trends. So thank you for sharing your thoughts, everyone. Me also. Violence may seem like a heavy topic, but it's something we all need to talk about more. By raising awareness, questioning harmful norms, and using our voices, online and offline, we can help make our surroundings safer for everyone. That's all for today's discussion. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.